Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about something that it's funny. It is literally hilarious. Literally, I made that video talking about how Warner Brothers slash AT&T really, which is what I said in the video. Some people might have missed that bit. Is that like Warner Brothers really isn't Warner Brothers anymore? It's really AT&T, and Warner Brothers is just like, I don't know, a mascot. But I made the video and I was talking about how DC wanted to make six freaking films a year, which is ridiculous considering how they can barely get one or two good movies out a year, depending on who you ask. And every year it's always a depending on who you ask. It ain't never a slam dunk. It's a depending on who you ask. Depending on who you ask, Birds of Prey is a good movie. Depending on who you ask, Wonder Woman 84 is a good movie. Like, They make like one or two actual slam dunk. Everyone thinks this movie is generally everyone thinks this movie is a good movie every few years, and they're talking about making 6 movies a year. But I digress. I already talked about that topic. What I want to talk about is Patty Jenkins. Patty Jenkins has been running off, man. And the reason I said that it's funny because I had a commenter literally maybe 20 minutes ago leave a comment talking about the freedom that DC and Warner Brothers allows their creatives. The freedom. And like I said, I keep seeing this stuff from Patty Jenkins. The freedom, right? The freedom that they kicked off Zack Snyder off of the Justice League to bring him back after fans asked for him to come back. That freedom. The freedom that according to David Ayers, director of the Suicide Squad, they cut his movie up so many different ways that it wasn't the movie he wanted to make. The freedom that Patty Jenkins only a couple days ago was just talking about how they forced her to put in the third act in the first Wonder Woman, the worst part of that entire movie. Patty Jenkins saying that they asked her to cut out both the beginning scene on the mascara and the mall scene, and they wanted to force her to put more action sequences in, and literally multiple things. And like it's one of those things where Warner Brothers, I feel like and something else. This is something that a lot of people aren't talking about, but a lot of people don't know about. They were trying to discourage. I can never say that guy's name who directed the Joker. It's like Mussolini or something. They tried to discourage him from making the Joker by giving him such low of a budget. They thought he would not want to do it. So, yeah, encouraging creativity. Hell no, man. Look, it sounded cool and all. It sounded like an amazing thought, but it's not. Because they want because they want what Marvel has, and what I mean by they want what Marvel has, they want the success that Marvel has. They want the $2.8 billion payoff that Marvel got. People do realize that Marvel's made $23 billion in 10 years. They want that, but they're never gonna get that because have an identity crisis thing going on. They think that they can simultaneously have a cinematic universe while also having random one-off movies that allow creatives to do whatever they want, and it's just not gonna fly like that because the metrics are just insane. Because to put it this way, if someone gives a spin-off, like I said this anyways, I was like, it's a lose-lose. If Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is great, then people are gonna want that Joker, and all you're gonna have is fucking what's shit faces damn it, I already forgot fucking man, he's playing Morbius. What the hell is that guy's name? It's been so long since I've seen him. But anyways, Joker from Suicide Squad, and you're gonna have that Joker. People are gonna be like, we want that Joker. And then it's gonna just be messy. Because if you have a Batman, because Robert Pattinson Batman is as good as he looks, ain't nobody gonna wanna see this fucking other Batman that you got going on. Like, that's the thing. And when you have so much stuff, it's radical in how much profit you can make. There is no sure bet. You do not know the profit. You do not know the quality. It's all over the place. You might have a movie that's like Wonder Woman, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, makes over $800 million. That's the ideal. But more often than not, you might have a movie like Aquaman, which makes $1 billion, fantastic, but it's not a fucking critical hit. It's a moderate hit. It's like an okay movie. Most people think it's an okay movie. Or you end up with Suicide Squad, which made a lot of money, but it's a horrible movie. And like, so that's DC. They have these fucking huge, and that's why I say they want Marvel, because they want to have that consistency. Like I say, the MCU knows without a shadow of a doubt that they're gonna not only have a fresh movie that's gonna be above a 80 or close to it, but that movie is also going to make over $600 million. And when you go into a project knowing that consistency, you can go to your investors and ask and say things. But DC can't really do that right now because they don't know what the fuck they're going to get on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure they thought Wonder Woman 84 was going to get slam dunk. Who wouldn't have? I can't. Even in my mind, I was like, well, I gave the first Wonder Woman a 7. If this is better, then it's going to be like an 8. I was like, I didn't think it was going to be better than Black Widow, but I was like, in my mind, like, it's the same thing that happened with BVS. I started to wrap my mind around this movie being great. Like, Seth would just come at me and Seth would be like, no, man, it's going to suck. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. It's going to suck. And I was just like, it's not going to suck, man. I don't think it's going to suck. I was like, and then when the more I looked at those trailers, except for the second one, the first trailer, the more I looked at that first trailer, the more I started building myself up and going, you know, this might be fucking great. And I opened myself up for BVS to be great, only for it to be a fucking train wreck. Same thing with Suicide Squad. I was like, you know what? BVS didn't work, but Suicide Squad looks like it's going to be good. And it was horrible. So, when going into Wonder Woman, I was already gun shy. I was already like, fuck, man. Fool me once, fool me twice. Like, I was like, nah, you're not getting me again. And I didn't hate Wonder Woman, but like as I said before, I don't think it's as great as others think it is. But I gave it a 7, so clearly I didn't think it was a bad movie. I think it was a good origin story. But and I prepared myself for Wonder Woman to be good. I prepared my mind for Wonder Woman 84 to be good. I prepared my mind to give that movie an 8. There's no way that movie allowed to blow me away for me to go above 8. But I prepared my mind to be like, well, it's better than the original, so at that degree, I have to give it like an 8 or 7.5. I didn't think it'd be worse. But that's the problem. Like, they don't know what they're gonna get, and like they try to lend their hat, and that's the problem. They try to lend their hat on the idea of giving their directors and writers creative freedom. But the problem is you can't do that and have a cinematic universe. Those two things don't go together. You cannot have fucking Zack Snyder saying that for the Atlanteans to breathe underwater, they need an air bubble, just for James Wan and Aquaman to say, no, they fucking don't. You can't have that. And you can't have, like, these different people swinging so far. You cannot have that. Which is why I said they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They're trying to simultaneously, and then they're trying to backpedal on giving them creative freedom. As I said, they cut up David Ayers' movie. They took Justice League away from Zack Snyder. They constantly keep coming at Patty Jenkins to change things and to alter things in Wonder Woman. So, like, it is not a shocker. So it's like, as much as they want to put that face out there that they're letting people do creative things, it is not it is not what you think it is. And like I said, you don't have to really look any further than Patty Jenkins publicly talking about them, trying to make her change her movie. So, you know, it is what it is. I just hope, like another commenter of mine, that I hope one day they get their shit together. But it doesn't feel like it will happen because it felt like Warner Brothers themselves, before they were bought by AT&T, kind of made a decision to take a step back and kind of relax and kind of just let stuff play out. But AT&T wants their money back quickly. AT&T paid over like $100 billion for Warner Brothers, so they want all that shit back. I think they paid $100 billion for Warner Brothers, so for all of Warner Brothers, so they want all of their investment money back. So they're gonna push. So that's the reason there's 6 movies being pushed. It's because AT&T want to make all their money back, not creatively, not because they have a bunch of ideas, because AT&T wants their money back. And they want their money back now, and they want it back as quickly as they possibly can get it. Same deal with Disney. Disney did the same thing with Star Wars, which is why the Star Wars movies kind of ended up the way they did, because Disney wasn't really worried about reviews and whatnot. They were more worried about the money, and they wanted to make all the money they spent on it back, which was like $7 billion in total, like $4 billion in cash and like a couple $1 billion in stock, all to George Lucas. So like they gotta make, so Disney's just trying to make like $7 billion back. Like they gotta make $7 billion back, which they're pretty much halfway, which through the movies, let's see, Rise of Skywalker made like 2.3 or something like that. Last Jedi made almost 2. Rogue One made 1. And Rise of Skywalker made 1. So I mean, they're almost there. You know, they're pretty much almost there. And whatever they made, they probably made. You know, they've already made it back for with the Mandalorian alone. You know, so getting that many subscribers. So you know, they've already made their money back. But that's what AT&T wants to do with Warner Brothers. They want to make their money back as quickly as possible, and they really don't give a fuck about if the creatives are ready, if the creatives got processed. Think about it this way: they're saying they want to do 6 movies a year. We don't even we don't even know when movies they're gonna come out with. There's a whole bunch of rumors of movies, but we don't know when it's gonna actually happen. But like I said, I really wanted to make this video just to highlight what Patty Jenkins was talking about. I mean, Warner Bros. Has a lot of drama going on over there, but I've been hitting on them hard, so I'll give them a little break, even though they still got the Ezra Miller thing going. Ezra Miller still choked someone. You got fucking Ray Fisher still coming at Walter Hamada's neck. You got fucking Amber Heard getting away with abusing Johnny Depp. You got Josh Whedon being asked about a bunch of things. Like, they got so much drama going on over there, they don't need me messing with them. So thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.